today I'm joined by a guy who seems to be doing interesting things in Harare. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm great, my sister. How's you?
I'm wonderful, thanks. So I'm going to ask you to introduce yourself because everybody calls you by a different name. So I don't know what to call you at this point. And so maybe let's do a proper introduction. Good sir, what is your name? Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Oh, my name is Genius, but I see most people like calling me with different names. I'm sure I'm popularly known by the name Ginimbi, which of course I use it on social media, which is my nickname, but my real name is Genius.
So because Genius, Ginimbi, ko MBA yakavababi manje.
I always say, I think, master marriage, I don't almost say enough.
But anyway, okay, so tell us a little bit, because everybody knows you. You're Ginimbi, you're the guy. Everybody knows you as my guy. Apparently, that's your new nickname now.
True,
so,
true.
but you're known. Everybody knows you're apparently the guy who throws the best parties in town. But how do you make this money?
I'm a businessman. Yeah, I'm a businessman. I've got business. I can say in SADC. I've got business in South Africa. I've got business in Botswana, Zambia, Zimbabwe. So.
Birth certificate online,
Yeah.
And I was looking at your age and I was like, but my guy, you and I, Saka, how do you get businesses that give you it's called what, a Bentley, but what, sorry?
You trying to talk about my Bentleys?
Yes.
Because I don't have one, so I don't understand.
Okay.
I've got too many cars, but in terms of Bentleys, I've got 3 Bentleys. But I've ordered another one. It's on the way.
Well, why do we have so many Bentleys, my guy?
Why do you have so many shoes?
I don't have that many shoes.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I understand. So, okay, but that's the thing. I mean, it's Bentayga. That's what it's called.
Okay,
right?
the Bentayga
Yes.
is the new SUV for Bentley, yes.
So you got that car, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, cool, how far? Like, I mean, where does all this money? You're doing business. Did it be business? Because I want to try it too.
No, you can't try it. It requires a lot of money. You see, and
but how can you just start with money? I mean, at some point, somebody has to start somewhere. So where do you start? How did you start?
no, you're in the right direction. Very soon you'll be, when it's your time, you won't even put effort.
It will just happen.
Yeah, it just happen. It's not your time.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things we wanted to talk about today is you're apparently hosting the man who keeps refusing to come to Zimbabwe, Auntie. And this time around, you're getting into show business. Why are you getting into show business? Is it because you've got enough money that you can now throw parties for everyone in Zimbabwe?
And also to bring those ones who are refusing to come.
No, regarding the Davido's issue, me and Davido, I'm not Davido's client. You see, you guys, your buddies. Me and Davido, we are cool, Me and Davido, we drink in the same glass, we eat in the same plate, We are cooler than the gang, if you have no idea. Yeah. You see, so obvious with our relationship, we just, said, okay, Davido, you see what? This is my country. You cannot afford to mess with my people. Let's go and fix the problem, you see. So we have agreed that he's coming to Zimbabwe. He even wanted to come in February, but it's unfortunate that there was no venue. You see, obviously, we only wanted the best venue in Harare, which is HICC. And the only day that was available, that he was also available, was the 21st of April, of which David is landing in Zimbabwe 2 days. He's arriving on the 19th, which is on Thursday, which is 2 days before the show. So
just to make sure so that people know that he's actually here.
Exactly, and you can see we're not even selling tickets because we know that Davido show is sold out. There's no hurry. We need Davido to be in Harare so that everyone is confident that Davido is in Harare. Yes, I'm confident already, but it's difficult to convince the next person until they see Davido in Harare. So Davido is coming.
All right, if you're just joining us this morning, I'm joined in the studio by Ginimbi, Genius Kadungure, and the man who's known as my guy, etc., whatever name you might know him by. He's joining us in the studio this morning, and we're talking about, his business ventures, some of the reasons why he's getting into show business, and whether or not Davido is actually showing up. Saka, what guarantee do we have? Because do you have an insurance policy? Davido, I know, what guarantee do you have?
No, with me and Davido, we don't need. There's nothing in writing.
Until last time you said I couldn't get a visa. I mean, does he have...
No, I was not involved.
When you were involved?
Yeah, I was
in
not
this
involved.
Mufamba?
Only that when I came here, I was coming from the gym. I could have even told him that I'm going to give you a call, you see, so that he gets ready, so that he can speak for himself. But I know that guy. I can try and call him now. Maybe he'll be sleeping because of time differences of the countries. But, you know, I didn't think about it. But otherwise, you know, Davido is a phone call. Eh? Yeah, it's a phone call. Phone call.
Ndiye naripa phone call away yakwewe.
Ginimbi. That's why he's here. That's why he's here. Issue at Davido, like she's saying, kuti akambolta and you drink from the same cup and in the same league.
Yeah.
The body.
Yeah.
It on sha Chicago Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
Apana paper, apana chi.
When he called me, he was in Joburg. I was in Zimbabwe. But I think I was also going to Joburg the following day. So he called Ginimbi. So, you know, I'm always roaming on my South African phone. We normally speak on my South African phone. And then I said, no, I'm in Zimbabwe. He said, no. Come to Joburg. You need to arrange, we need to talk about the Zimbabwe issue. And when I got there, obvious, we spoke, we went out, we were partying. You know, we actually managed to plan the whole thing while it's, you know, we're partying as usual. So he sent one of his guys to Zimbabwe to talk to a few people here about, to arrange the venue, everything. We're together so that you see that. Because he knew that I was not involved in this show business. I'm not a promoter anyway. But because of Zimbabweans, I had to come on board, you see, to make sure that he come and fulfill the needs of Zimbabweans as far in terms of, you know, as far as entertainment is concerned. Remember, he owed them, so it was in my best interest to bring him. So Davido's break is coming. There's no doubt. There's no doubt.
But I'm zaruda mari because vanoda kuzota rubatirwa necash netransfer kana kuti tikumisira mari pafoni yake.
No, don't worry about that. I think Davido is coming to Zimbabwe. That is our arrangement with the Davido, and you know.
But not but one of the things that you've just said is, because you're not a promoter, you don't do show business, and I get this is you and your friend. Saka, this is just a one-time thing because ongor party ne shamari yako. Or are you gonna actually get into show business?
As a business person, ndenda kupi, ndenda atopoka.
Boys.
Yes. Yeah, Liquor Boys will be there supporting, you know the story, you know Liquor Boys, it has all the top of the brands that you can think of, is at affordable prices. So they will be also selling alcohol at Davido and
and the pure my drinks.
Yeah.
To my drinks.
My drinks are scanner, no problem.
Chibaba mati amuite mari yesawa.
Yes.
Ko imbomufonera ka Davido tango chibata ndzakawanda. Tango to my friends arutaura nari.
I've no problem, but you see, it was wise for me.
Tanga wampa advance warning.
I think paripata munanda ku
kumota.
Motor on Trafon.
Oh, all right. We'll try and get some.
Arunda motor rudzi, by the way.
That's actually a good question. Where motor EP? Because that's Takawandisa. What car did you bring today?
I'm driving a Range Rover 2018 S Viara. You know, by the way, I don't drive a car that is 1 year old. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I think I'm driving the S Viara. I'm sure it's one in Zimbabwe.
Saka kanayo kumera mazino neita say.
Huh?
Kanayo kumera mazino neita say. When it gets to 1 year old, what do you do with it?
I have to get rid of it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Saka
as in
motor yaka audio H4 kuda kuti tinyazopuwa ma specs.
I've ordered a new Continental. It's on the way. But obviously there's a new G class coming in 2 months. You know, the number of cars that are coming, you know, we can discuss now and we can finish maybe end of the day. It won't matter.
But this obsession with cars, right?
No, my life is real. Just keep watching.
I say Maria's house.
Yes, I say Maria's house. And whatever I say, it will happen. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us this morning, I'm speaking to the man Arunzi Ginimbi, the man himself, the man who apparently threw the best parties in the country. So we'll see whether or not he becomes one of the top promoters in the country or what happens next. But as always, you can join the conversation. The number to dial is 0717777777, or you can actually join us by calling in on that same number or on 495112. That's our landline number. Or we're also live streaming on Facebook. That's on @capitalk FM on Facebook, and you can also send in your messages there where we're live streaming. So do make sure you join us. I see you, Raymond Masawani and Bright Mashemba. Thank you so much for joining us. Anzina Bright, my guy. It seems everybody wants to be friends with you. So I've got a message. Anzi, this one is not signed, but Anzi morning bla mene ku Anzi tokumbiro mutibatsiro ka girls team kedu ke football pamfombi apo. We are so poor to do ma sponsor. Ndi able kutoro able kutsvaka mari. Munombo sponsor ere ma team esoka nene mdara.
You know, this language every day in my life. People, they come left, right, and center with you find out, like now, kuna politics. You've never seen people coming the way they come, and if anyone wants to struggle my fees, so forth. It's like my life every day. You see? It's my life every day.
It's because we know that if you just sell my shades, you can fix the cash crisis.
As you can see money in my shades. This is real. I don't wear fake stuff.
Cash crisis ni mashades akomdara.
The interview my shades to isachi.
Anyway, I've got someone on the line who wants to talk to you. Good morning. Who am I speaking to and where are you listening from?
Hello, it's Brian.
Hi, Brian. What do you want to talk about now? And I'm Coma Genius. Let's call him that today.
Don't confirm the metro the capital.
Call him again, nay, Brian.
That's all.
All right, Brian. Wait, as always, you can join the conversation.
It's open for everybody.
Okay, so because the reason I ask, I was looking at one of your profiles, right? And one of the stories was talking Kutanze at 17, you started doing gas distribution. So I'm always thinking, well, okay, that's an interesting avenue. But did you start it because you were trying to build a business? Did you start it out of a necessity?
Yeah, when I started business, trust me, I was just looking for money to eat for that day, right? But obviously, when you eat money, you want to get more. Right. So if today you say 1 kg, tomorrow you want to sell 2 kgs. If tomorrow you sell 2 kgs, you want to sell 3 kgs. And you see that so Maria here is shorter, and at the same time, we don't about business. So as a result, you think. And when I came in this business, there was already existing players. But if you look today, I'm better than the people that have been in the business before me, because I believe then you go at the next person and and so forth.
Right.
I'm not saying even some people are going to come and do better than me. Right. But my part I've tried. So at 17, 18, I bought my first car, and I think in 19 I had 2 cars, 3 cars, 20 years I had 20 years. Then I how to pin a Masecos. How to feel that there's someone in the Masecos.
Okay, so what do you think you did differently, because I mean, I've seen a lot of people. I even know a young woman who's actually doing gas right now. But so what do you think you did differently?
The time that I did gas, I was maybe one of the few blacks.
Right.
That we're doing gas. Right now, it went viral that everyone is doing gas. We've made money with gas long time ago. We've moved on from gas. We are doing something else.
All right.
You see, yes, we still do it because it doesn't raise, but I see the gas like before, because the cake now, so at the end of the day, won't be with the gas, but I don't see the money in gas anymore.
Okay. Yeah. So I'd ask Kuti, what did you do differently then from what other people did? Did you know when you got into gas, Kuti, you'd be the only black person? It was just serendipity? No,
I think when I came into the gas, that's not gonna even background your gas, right? But I think in the sense what 1 + 1 = 2, and so when I did my first, I started as a middleman, just knowing that this person wants product. Where can I get product? Okay, I can get product here. I went to the person who was selling. I said to him, please, let's deliver to this guy. You take yours, I take mine. He was very understanding. I managed to make a profit. It was a very small transaction, but I managed to buy a cell phone. This was 2002.
Wow.
Right? 2002, that's how many years from now?
2002, that was
And you
16
see,
years
cell
ago.
phone at that time was not something that people, they didn't have cell phones by that time. If your parents had a cell phone,
ndotogeza mota babira.
Really?
Ndaitogeza mota ya genius babira.
So
Let me tell you, right? Today, I employ almost 75 people. Company kwangu. I've got a company in Namibia. I've got a company in Zimbabwe.
So come on, Jita say go my face because in any kind, you kind of hakuna formula. Like I don't understand. Like
there's no formula. He's right, eh?
So wait,
my sister. Ndati ndakabva kwaMutare. Ndichigeza ndakageza mota papira. You understand?
Yeah.
Ndakatora provision, ndakatora license nemota, ndichigeza mota dzawani papira. You understand? I employ 75 people today.
Saka pakuzobva kusuka mota wakazita sei after one license wakaita sei.
Ndakadriva mataxi.
Okay.
Ndakadriva mataxi. Ndobva ndadriva mataxi. Ndobva ndapedza kudriva mataxi. I think I drove my taxi for about a year. Ndadriva mataxi for about a year. Ndobva ndaishangana nemaforeigners aitenga zvinhu cheexport awaya. Then ndobva ndakutanga kuatengera inini. Iwo chitumira mari chatengera saka markup kusvika ini ndakutoexport.
Oh.
Wow. Interesting.
That's interesting. Eh?
Okay.
And I've got a company in Namibia. I've got a company here. So, Genius, what is saying? I shouldn't decrease this.
I should decrease this. I'm on O level. I should decrease this.
Right now, I'm a 4-4. But I'm going to need a panel. We have a president in Nika now. I'm a 4-4. A 4-4, I don't pass.
Okay. All right, I get that. So, okay, so I've got a question, and I'll pose this to Genius, because one of the things you talked about was that after you've made your first bit of money, we're going to take a phone, was out, and then we're no more drinks, auntie. And a lot of people always say, the young people that we have now, they want to enjoy Junjawa. They're not willing to put in the work over time. But it seems you're not the kind of person who waits. Because
it's very important.
But at the same time, you find my financial advisors always say, "Kutanzi chimbomira tanga wa crew ya mariacho ya wanda we reinvest away."
It's really tricky. Yeah, you know, when someone comes, if someone is an advisor, right? It's already profession and which is fine. But also, you must learn to don't take everything. You must pick it up. Which make a sense. This not everything. You see, but if you make a sense, you are in the bus.
I've got another caller. Good morning. Who am I speaking to and where are you listening from?
Like in
Sorry, Annie?
Temba,
right. Temba.
Yes. Unlike Genius, in a profession, I work in engineering. But what I've learned, like as Genius or even myself, is a formula. But the formula comes from inside. Karamakambo was saying even the and the voice comes from the stomach.
Oh, right. Yes, from your abdomen, yeah.
The voice comes from the stomach. That's the same thing about success and knowing. So, what you know, so are we in the Kungosingas? But I'm very significant in the profession that I have. But what I have noted is education is learning. Education. Education is but the reason why I start PhD later what is no one. So come on, Genius. Can I come and get for now where matrix? Van what we tell you is not in your work, but it's in a formula of success. So formula of success is power 1 0 quarter. So come on, Genius, we are and this is in the Funga put the Paka on up in here. I'm going to ask Namarim Swati. But you have to look to data say because this is the target and the so when I wonder, I can knock it a success and say, why test Saka? you are able to give a formula number 2. I've noticed some are young, they understand the law enough to scare them. Do you know why I think Philip Changwa is successful? I think Philip Changwa does 100 views a day and it fails 99 times. And then over now one, but one way you win. Those are genius. I think with genius, I should put more station many more. And the same thing is going on right now. And I don't succeed maybe. So I mean, one race or which I find my when they send my masters, I should go to service the salad. Could these are formula like I for an old sensation.
True.
That would try to segregate and separate around. But to reception to moon, I successful. I just core. It's about you as an individual. But people will say things about juniors. I start running. I stuck on a week now. I've always said it. I'm not going to tell them that the conversation. That is week now. And yoga. You know, you can't go in Zimbabwe. Can I put week now? Address plus yaki and yoga. In Takanyoka right now to know marry. Can I put to me? Can I just the as or die? One can almost very corrupt when I marry. Can I put that one to Mingingo Chan? One I know zero town to marry. So, yeah, my expectation for a run of failure, it was like a but still successfully one. The one and continuously do it. My Langan teacher poem, try at it. If success you don't succeed, try again. Because I'm tell you out 11. How many times did you fail? I can you can.
Yeah, that's a
good. You Frank Bianca name. How many times? I'm a court case mangan. The last Frank Bianca. One very ever to move Padimba. By move. And he made man. I don't know who's he has made money. But I knew a Kangani genius. So when you was not mariachi, even you are my professional writer. I've always said, I know it jokes and Uka investors in Baba, the Paparina at Uchirapavan. They are not successful. Urumbo follow a road. They are not successful from the street. And all the successful from the Solanko, Watanga, from a center. That's success.
All right.
Yeah. Kukuta doctor, kunakuta nurse, kunakurapa, what was promotion. That's not successful. You're just following the type. You're just in there.
Right.
And
yeah, thanks.
Can I what are much?
Yeah. Thanks, come
formula.
Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. But he asked you an important question because everybody talks about your success. How often have you failed?
No, but you see, I'm so because people say pacho. You see, but my lose my shuma but my win. Yeah. Can I don't know winner? Actually, no kafira my lose because you lose. So at the end of the day,
all right. Well, be willing to fail if you're trying to succeed in something. I've got someone else on the line. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ndiana Ndutarana, who am I speaking to?
Ndutarana Peter from Malari.
Right, Peter. What's your contribution?
Well, I'm glad but funny, please don't get me wrong. I swear to my jealous can be the same. But there are certain issues that they don't Peter say. Because I've noticed something when people go out there and make money for themselves, what you spend, I was thinking about those that are not going to be the same. I was thinking that I'm not going to some people are also saying but these are it's about your formula, it's about your strategy. But then we come to a situation here, do certain people understand as individuals, as citizens, they've got a responsibility also to develop not just themselves, but even the society or the communities in which they are living. You find out even Wichita, please, I want to emphasize again, don't get me wrong. Because you know it has into good white remarks over which remarks down. It's how much to quit a marry, quit the ground say Akomana, but I did the food at the same time.
Right.
We also appreciate it when I'm making money. First and foremost, we start from the family, we go to the community, we go even kind of national level. How many people do I employ? Am I contributing to the national fiscal? But my tax is there, and because you don't there. Am I someone who later on in life people will look back and say, he is the person I get a marriage, I vakabatsira. You, how many times do you go, maybe I can take from another dimension, you can even open a newspaper. Ona kamwana kamukazwara kasina kana moyo kana kuti moyo wacho karuda $1,500. And then there's someone there. Aita mari akawanda chaizo. Uri ari kutotadza kuti ane $60,000 yekurasa. Azvinakidziwo here kana ungotora kana 1.5 ungopuwa mwana umwe anotambura, because munhu iye mwana iye anogona kuzotowe businessman mangwana akati our Bill Gates of Zimbabwe. So there's still certain responsibilities dzinouya nevanhu manje vanoita mari vakaenda kuchikoro.
Right.
Ava mapana ava you find them anotenga anoita mari otenga mota kana kuti 60 oshandisira zvakapenga.
Okay.
But if you look at
Okay, all right. Okay, so saka izvozvo tazvinzwa regai chivaipai nguva vapindure.
Ndoda kupedza.
Okay,
misunderstand ndozonzi ndikutira vafana majera.
No, but instead issue yamukutaura hold on. Amusitaura mega mukutaura nevanhu. So let's give each other a chance. In the Genius Foundation, I've helped a lot of people. The way you're talking is like we're supposed to come to you and tell you that today we are helping this person, because you don't know it. If we give people, we don't have to put it on social media or on to make headlines. We help a lot of people. Fact that we did not help you or to help someone that you know doesn't mean you have never helped. Life here past social media is fun. It's social. It does not have to do with anybody. So some people can be offended and being judgmental and say, why did he do this? Why did he not do that? We are doing what we do. Kune vanhu vatakabatsira right now avarari vachitinamatira kuti zvede zvifambe mushe handiti mazvona. So don't rush to blame. Ask kuti makambobatsira, then you respond, then you go ahead saying no kune mwana azvarwa nhasi ari newspaper and so forth.
Right. Tongoti vanga vachiedza kunzwisisa ipapo mukoma Genius, but Brian Kwamtare ari kubvunzawo mubvunzo poza vanga vachitaura nyaya yemhuri ka. So Brian ada kunzwisisa nyaya yemhuri and he has talent. So ask Ginimbi kuti Zodwa Wetravers ndiani wake, because we need to know kuti vanodanana here o acharoorwa rini. Ingawani week now akarorawo.
No, in India Zodwa we are no longer together. So
but mangamumbori married kana kuti offer.
Yeah, we're married but we are no longer together.
That ndo patogumira papo.
Yeah, we're no longer together. So what else can I say? And don't wabvunza.
Yeah, and also do get send us your messages. Someone wants to know what your daily routine is. Anzi, waking up, daytime, nighttime. What's your daily routine like? Like
before I came here, I had to go to the gym. Normally I go to gym 8 o'clock and finish maybe around 9:30. Shower, 10, breakfast, go to office. But because of this, I had to go to the gym today 7:30 so that I can make it here on time. And then from here, obviously I go for breakfast and then I can go to my office. Normally I eat at the office anyway. I spend the whole day in the office. I leave the office around 5, 6, maybe pass through 1 or 2 places and go back home. But 8 o'clock I'm home every day.
What
if
time?
I'm in Zimbabwe.
What time do you wake up?
6:30.
6:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Okay. So I want to go back to some of the things that that caller had asked, and I think it's an important question for our generation. Some generation edu. And it's a question about legacy. To say, what legacy do you think you want to leave behind? When people remember you 60 years from now, we assume you don't have that too long a life, but you've got a long enough life. So 60 years from now, 60, 70, 80 years from now, when you're not here anymore.
100 years from now, I'm sure even if I die tomorrow, you see, have you ever seen my house?
No.
In Dombosha.
I built a house in Dombosha. I put a tight road 4 kilometers from the main road to my house. In Zimbabwe, no one can build such a house with no expectations of selling it tomorrow. That house, no one can sell it. It does not have title deeds, but it's worth millions, right? It's a legacy on its own. Even if I die, people, they will still remember there was a man who built this house in the village.
But you see, oh, sorry, continue.
I think I'm one of the first people they've built in the villages, but my house, it has from cinema to anything you can name it that you expect to find in Borod or Brook or anywhere in the world.
Yes. Why is that important to you?
No, it's very important because like this is where I come from. You see, I did not just go to the village because I wanted to go to the village. I had to go back where I was raised. I was raised in Domboshava, you see. So It's important because I raised Freg for my family.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right then. I've got someone else on the line. Good morning. Who am I speaking to and where are you listening from?
Morning.
Morning.
Tango kwa sangu Ginimbi. Di Russell.
It's Russell.
Zise.
Jiri bosha mari. Saka ndio.
How far?
Kuva kupire papo seko Russell.
Akaida ngokwazi.
Ne. Eish. Nanchitika mshatotaura man gikiri kuti pai patakazodai ndo patazodi pai. So ameno. Conrad.
Ginimbi pa sure murukuti mimi pane kune white kunenge kune all white kunenge kuchi zvinezva akamira sei.
You see what happens with the Davido show, right? What you're trying, people, they've been hosting parties, and in under quality, and that's so I've got good taste for nice things. So obvious, I'm trying to bring something. You see, so on the white part side, I need to bring something different because most of the time when people do parties, they just say VVIP in terms of seating, but I need people to enjoy, the value of the money that they've paid. You see, imagine we'll be having 500 people, all of them vakachena vakageza. You see, you find out when we say all white, trust me, 80% or 50% of the people, they're gonna go into their wardrobes and say, no, I cannot afford to look like this. He's forced, he or she, to go and buy something new. Right, so that I don't want to care. If you see, because maybe if nice clothes, but it's not white, so you are forced to go and buy something white, something new. By the time you just the crowd, Chicago. No, I was put as 5 years. So now going on 500 like a guess at once. Yeah, you see. Okay. Yeah. No. It's not about mvura. You find out obvious. I don't pinda a day like this is a special occasion for you. You don't upper game. You must make sure that your makeup is on point, your hair what. You know what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm trying to, you see. Not everyone can do that, but those 500 people that wants to mingle with us, I'm sure if you can afford to pay $100, you can afford to go and buy a new T-shirt, a new shoe, and yeah.
I've got someone on the line. Good morning. Who am I speaking to and where are you listening from?
I'm selling this Roderick.
Hi, Roderick. Saka Roderick, urutenga T-shirt new and white here, Nesha.
My guy will get that person.
What's your question? What's your contribution?
I just wanted to compliment my guy because what he's saying is very sensible. What I've taken from this discussion is very productive. Because from what this guy is saying, that somebody definitely take action, follow something and make your way to success. Unlike the engineer, I'm supposed to phone now and people tend to make things complicated. There are engineers that are not an innovation, but these guys have now think that they made it. Now people fall in love technical. That's not right. Thank you, Ginimbi.
You're welcome.
All right then. And a lot of people seem to be loving you. Anzi, keep it up, Mukuma Ginimbi, and so forth and so forth. So do keep sending in.
There's no competition now. Forget a problem. We have a problem with the people that thinking I'm trying to be above them. You see, and we are not in a competition. We are talking of genius. Tomorrow we can talk about you. We've got no problem. You see, this is our country. We must feel free, to come live on radio and talk with our fellow Zimbabweans and motivate the youngsters that this is doable. When Jay-Z or whoever PDD coming on TV, no one says no. When genius does it, they say why did you not do ABCD? Were you there when you were looking for this money? You're not there. You did not contribute. You are there to contribute. Negative. Who does that? you know, whatever.
Well, pane uri kuedza kucontributa kulife kwako. Bri wekwamutare ambotanga avunza nyaya yazodwa. Adzokera she came back again and she says kuti hanzi Ginimbi is open for business ladies. Saka ndo zvatanga kutaura zvikanzi hanzi are you searching? Ndikuona kunge Bri ari kuita meaningful contribution muupenyu hwenyu mukoma. Saka mubvunzo ndokuti
tell him ndipa break. Ngambo ndipa time.
Anobva ndibvunza kuti hanzi iri kuti last how long kuti agara aziva kuti CV yake anotumira rini.
Aitanza ane zvindipa break. Chamutaurira tichadzoka paredio again.
Oh, all right. Yeah, hanzi anodzoka munoramba makateerera capital kana adzoka kubva pabreak muchabva mazvinzwa. I'm going to take one of our last calls before we go for the news this morning. Who am I speaking to and where are you listening from?
Morning.
Morning.
Cruz.
Cruz.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to ask you to make your contribution very quick. What's your contribution?
You know what? When this guy was working hard, no one told him to be humble. You know why would you want to tell him to be humble now? Because he's paying with money.
Pamwe angasingaonererwi kamazuva anga asina mari.
Akusikuonererwa, there's a difference.
So don't tell him to be humble. Bye.
Thanks so much for that, Cruz. Anzi, don't tell him to be humble. Ngoma Ginimbi, Anzi, don't be humble. It's just that's the moral of the story today. But we are out of time. Startup Capital has to come to an end.